Those sat around wringing your hands, lamenting over Brooke's position in your life. I took action. And the person you want working for you, Thomas. Not against. I just asked Brooke.
Deacon makes his move and flirts with Brooke, but she tells him to stop criticizing her man. Taylor and Ridge reminisce, have a coffee date, and worry about Thomas. Brooke continues to beat up on herself. An unholy alliance is formed with Thomas and Sheila. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another bold and a beautiful review. So we're going to start off with this scene with Thomas going to see Sheila. Somehow he figured out where she was living. And why is Sheila still living in the hotel? She's been there for weeks, going on months now. It's probably time to get an apartment or something. But anyway, he found her hotel and he went to confront her about the hints she dropped the other day on getting Brooke to take the drink. So he wants to know if she's telling the truth or if she's making this up. How is it possible that she had anything to do with Brooke drinking when she wasn't even at the house? Sheila says she doesn't want to tell him how she did it because he needs to know as few details as possible so he remains innocent. To his credit, he does initially call her out for getting an alcoholic to take a drink and tells her that it's sick. She gives that evil grin and says it's a beautiful thing and that Brooke deserved every drop of it. Thomas appears to have second thoughts about keeping the secret, and Sheila reminds him that it's because of this that his mom is actually having a chance with Ridge, because if Ridge finds out that Brooke drank with Spike, that gives Brooke a way back to Ridge, and Taylor's chance is over. Sheila calls Thomas out on disrespecting her and lets him know that she is the type of person that he wants working with him and not against him. And then she says the infamous "ask Brooke." So to me, it seems that they're writing this to give Thomas a way out. So we know that he's gonna keep the secret, but it seems that Sheila is pressuring him, so it doesn't seem that he is as bad as she is, almost like he was manipulated into keeping the secret. So they're trying to keep his hands semi-clean with this storyline. Drop down in the comments and let me know your thoughts. Do you feel like because Sheila is manipulating him somewhat that he is somewhat exonerated of his part in keeping this secret from Ridge? Meanwhile, we have Taylor and Ridge hanging out over at Forrester, reminiscing, laughing and giggling, kind of acting like two teenagers in a new relationship, just happy and giddy. But they do discuss the weird call that they had with Thomas, where he said that something surprising has happened. They're kind of worried that he's getting himself tangled up in something again, which they are right. With the worst kind of something, Sheila, but they're worried about that. But Ridge says, I guess he'll tell us when he wants us to know. They then decide to order coffee. Thomas comes up then and he hears them through the door laughing and giggling about the coffee order. He's happy to see them like this. He says he hasn't seen them this happy in a while. And Ridge lets Thomas know that Taylor lifts his spirits. Taylor does quietly press Ridge to ask Thomas about what the secret was or what he was referring to as a surprise in their last conversation. She gets a call and she leaves, and then Thomas and Ridge have a chance to talk. Ridge goes on and on about how happy he is with Taylor and how at his age he deserves to be happy and that Brooke always makes bad decisions. Can I just say that the way the writers are writing this, like Ridge has never done anything wrong, like he didn't string both of these women along for years, is a little frustrating. Like the way they're rewriting history here is annoying. So Ridge does ask Thomas what the call was about, and he says that he learned something that could change everything. At that point, Sheila calls him. He takes the call. Sheila wants to know that he's not going to let her secret out. He's kind of iffy on it. He said he's there with his dad. Sheila's like, don't say anything. Don't say anything. So he gets off the phone with her, and Ridge presses him saying, okay, you told me that you found out something that could change everything. I have to know. I have to know. And of course it goes off with that scene. So again, they're setting it up where Thomas is conflicted and that Sheila is pushing him to keep a secret, kind of taking a little bit of the blame off of him, with Sheila pressing him to keep it in. Finally, we have Brooke at home, thinking about her last conversation with Ridge when Deacon shows up. He wants her to know that she may feel alone, but she's not alone. He's basically there to shoot his shot again with Brooke. He starts taking digs at Ridge, and Brooke lets him know that that's not support, and she doesn't want him to talk down on Ridge because she's still blaming herself, saying that she takes full responsibility. She took the drink. She told Deacon to drink with her. She kissed him. So I also think the writers are trying to show that Brooke is deeply sorry for her actions, because every day we have her beating up on herself, crying, saying how she takes full responsibility. And if you think about that compared to Thomas and Steffi saying that she never takes responsibility, that she uses her tears to get her way. And we saw in the preview that she's actually going to tell Ridge that maybe it's time to set him free. So we do have a Brooke that's maturing and taking full responsibility for her actions. She also seems to be buying into what Taylor said about her having a pattern, and she's worried that she can't break out of that pattern. Deacon wants her to stop putting herself down and tells her, come on, you're Brooke freaking Logan. Any man would, he said something like walk over broken glass in the desert or something like that for you. He's laying it on pretty thick. He wants his shot with Brooke. I don't know if he's going to get it, but he wants his shot with Brooke, and he's laying it on thick. So yeah, guys, those were the biggest scenes for today. Drop down in the comments and let me know your thoughts. Do you think that Brooke is going to give Deacon a shot? Will Taylor and Ridge stay in this happy little area and progress, or is he going to go back to Brooke? And of course, how long, because we know the secret is going to come out, how long do you think Belle is going to drag this out before the secret comes out and we know when's the next Sweets? May? Do you think they're going to drag it out to May Sweets? I can see that happening. All right, but anyway, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and share.